then goes off on this tangent about Stephen A. Smith, why he tries to make himself the biggest storyline of the NBA Finals over the NBA Finals himself. And I'm like, yo, he is tearing this dude apart right now. So what I want to do is I want to play what he had to say. I actually thought it was pretty funny. And then want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
Stephen A. Smith got torched, and I mean Torched. He was in the middle of a game where he's being paid $20 million to be the halftime guy, the pregame show guy, the postgame show guy. He's thinking of running for president. A lot going on in the world. I'm gone for a weekend, and quite a few things happened off the field this weekend. And someone over his shoulder took a picture and a video of Stephen A. Smith playing solitaire on his phone during the NBA game. Now, raise your hand if you do not live in a glass house. Just asking. I'm asking if every one of you pays complete full attention during the course of your day. You're not checking your personal email. You're not going on the apps. You're not going on social media. You're not going to Amazon. That you are locked in. And I mean locked in. Me defending Stephen A. Smith is laughable. Defending someone who I think is a complete blowhard, who does not have complete conviction in all his feelings and wants to just make sure that he can get clipped and aggregated. By the way, I am genuflecting in your general direction to get $20 million to do what you do. Believe me, that's a path on it. He's playing solitaire during the NBA Finals games. Then someone catches him. Then he tweets, I don't know what y'all talking about. It was during timeouts. The cover-up's always worse than the crime. I have no idea why he would tweet that, since it was clearly because the person who took the video panned out, by the way, the game was going on. Here's an idea of what Stephen A. Smith could have said. I'll do whatever I damn well please during the course of a game. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about what is going on around the NBA with ESPN, with the NBA Finals. The fact that Indiana was trying to take a 3-1 lead in Game 4. The fact that Indiana is a story of how teams are put together that got manifested only 2 days later when a trade was made by a team, Orlando, who wants to do exactly what Indiana's doing, hence copycat league. If it works for Indiana, let's make it work for Orlando. The gravitas, and I use that word understanding, that there are wars going on, there is genocide going on, there is misunderstanding going on, there's hate, there's death, there's shootings. I understand all that is going on off the field. But right now on the field, the job of the broadcaster is to give the proper weight and gravitas to that which they are presenting to you. This is not a Tuesday in the middle of the season. This is not a January 17th game. This is the NBA Finals. My background, old guy or not, is when our friend Bob Costas is setting up an NBA Finals game for you in the 90s, you think that not only is this appointment viewing, but you think, my God, they could be splitting the atom here. You think you're about to see drama in a way that you would expect a curtain to be the precursor to the feeling that you're about to have. You are about to be entertained in a way that merits the amount of money you are paying if you're in person and the amount of time you're spending if you are watching on television. My biggest complaint about Stephen A. Smith, about ESPN, is every single game of the NBA Finals, in my mind, forget the digital signage, which was totally botched. My view is that there is not that sort of excitement, that sort of drama, that this series has been full of drama. We've got a Game 5 tonight, which is really Game 1 in a 2 out of 3. Go back to the days when I was young and 66% of you were not even born. And the first round of the NBA playoffs, and Coca will not believe me, but then he'll look and he'll say, my God, you're just old. the first round of the NBA playoffs used to be a 2 out of 3. The most amazing thing about a 2 out of 3, and it was first round, but the most amazing thing is, yikes, you got to win game 1. This is the NBA Finals. This is tied at 2 with the game 5 coming up this evening. Do I think the story should be about Stephen A. talking about Tyrese Halliburton getting into another fight with a player? Because that's what you're all watching. You're all clicking it. You're all eating alive all of the ridiculousness off-court stuff that's being fed to you. Why do you think ESPN keeps doubling down on personalities who just yell into the microphone about nonsense with no knowledge of anything? Stephen A. is not understanding of what's going on because he doesn't do it. Stephen A. isn't the story. He's supposed to be the presenter of the story.
So you heard what he had to say. What are my thoughts about this? I think he makes a good point. Look, Stephen A. Smith has a huge ego, right? He always tries to make things about himself. He believes he's the center of attention. Hence the reason why he went off on that tangent when he was going at Tyrese Halliburton, when he felt like some comments were directed to him and started turning into, I'm not going anywhere and all of this. I'm like, yo, bro, what are we doing, man? You're talking about the athletes, bro. Don't like, yes, you play an integral role in the whole dynamic of sports, the athletes, the media and all of that. But come on, bro, stop with the, they talking about me and they talking. And this is the thing that LeBron said. He was like, when he went at Stephen A. Smith, he's like, Stephen A. Smith trying to act like he's not happy that LeBron went at him. It's true. Son do be getting off from the fact that people call him out because it gives him an opportunity to go on his bully pulpit and get at cats. That's what he does. Don't try to act like I said they don't know what they're talking about. Now, for him, David Sampson, to be taking it this far, it says that it's something that he has noticed, and I think a lot of people have noticed. Look, folks, ESPN has been under serious criticism over its coverage of the NBA Finals. People think they're doing a horrible job.